have all three delegates speak, and then we'll have questions for the delegates. Okay, next up is John Zupan.
Is that right? There we go. How's that? All right. As previous candidates, I want to thank Jim and the Morgan County Democratic Executive Committee for setting this up. I want to thank the Star Theater for hosting. And like Judith, I really want to thank all of you for showing up. Most of you don't know me, so let's try and remedy that. My name is John Zupan. I want to start with going to give you an idea about myself and then talk about some issues. So I want to start with family. I've been married to Susan for 38 years. We have 2 sons, 2 daughters-in-law, and 3 granddaughters who remind me every day why the future matters. I grew up in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, proud son of the Rust Belt. My grandfather and uncle were coal miners and steel workers, so I've witnessed the ups and downs of industry in my own hometown. My path has since taken me across the country and back again. At the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, I double majored in biology and chemistry.
Go Seahawks.
Go Seahawks. I earned my PhD in botany from the University of California, Berkeley, and for most of the subsequent 30 years, I worked at UC Berkeley in molecular microbiology, basic research, but it did have real-world applications such as identifying brand new targets for antibiotics. So I'm a scientist. That means I'm driven by data, I rely on process, and science actually has made me very future-oriented. So California to West Virginia, how did that happen? When we retired, Susan and I wanted to come back east for 4 seasons for a rural lifestyle. After searching, we chose West Virginia and bought 5 acres in Great Cacapen. We are West Virginians by choice. I don't know how the natives feel about that expression, but I kind of like it. So that's me. Why am I running? In a healthy democracy, we should always have a choice when we vote. When there's only one person running for each position, there is no choice. And as I pay closer attention to the most recent legislative session, I became increasingly concerned that Charleston is disconnected, to put it mildly, from the real challenges facing West Virginians. Now I'm running to offer a choice on the issues that affect our daily lives. Kind of goes up and down. That affect our daily lives and our future. A choice about how business is done in Charleston. So let's talk about those issues. First, data centers. They're in the news has already been mentioned, and this is where my interest in process comes. They are coming, data centers, somewhere, but the question is, who gets to decide where they go, how they operate, and what impact they have? Should the decision be made by you and your community or handed down from Charleston? We have legitimate concerns: energy usage, environmental impact, fiscal responsibility, transparency, and perhaps most importantly, the rights of local communities. House Bill 2014 stripped us of our voice, of our choice. Charleston alone has the authority to decide where data centers will go, not West Virginians. That's not, in my opinion, how democracy should work. I will fight to restore the voice of West Virginians because decisions that affect your home, my home, should be made by us. We have a little problem in West Virginia with some people called brain drain. West Virginia is losing too many of its youngest people. Every person who leaves is one less taxpayer, one less contributor, one less innovator who will help to build our future, who would help to build our future. Our economy isn't producing enough career opportunities that reward people for staying. So our best, our brightest, our youngest leave. Our present and our future out the door. We must reverse this trend and ask, how do we make West Virginia the place where businesses want to invest and where our young people have the option to stay? Let's start with education. Families who would move here want strong public schools. Families already here deserve strong public schools. Employers want an educated workforce. But Charleston has not provided adequate funding for public education, preventing our school districts from hiring and retaining excellent teachers. They can't support students with special needs, and they have a hard time maintaining safe, modern facilities. We cannot let Charleston continue to defund public education. I will fight to ensure that our schools have all the resources they need to provide a public education second to none. And that includes preschools. Investing in early childhood education is one of the smartest, most effective investments to provide our children with a strong start and at the same time support working families. I will work to expand these programs. This problem doesn't affect us so much, but it just gets to me. We need to talk about our environment, starting with something as basic and vital as drinking water. There are places, we have brothers and sister West Virginians, where public water systems deliver brown water into people's homes. No West Virginian should have to wonder whether their public water is safe. The lack of meaningful action from the legislature is unconscionable. I will support efforts to restore and modernize our public water system so that every family can trust what comes out of their faucet. Finally, health care. The federal government has cut Medicare and especially Medicaid. The state, Charleston, is funding its share of Medicaid through a patchwork of budget gimmicks of doubtful sustainability. Here's how a Republican legislator described it. Where am I? He said, quote, "We're digging through the couch cushions to fund Medicaid," unquote. Unacceptable. Well, so now you've heard some of my ideas. I look forward to hearing yours, town halls, emails, surveys, conversations on the street, whatever it takes, I will be listening. My campaign is about giving us a choice, restoring trust in government, and building a future that works for all of us. I am asking for your support to build that better future for West Virginia. I am a choice for that change. Thank you very much. I got one more little thing here. We didn't have a lot of election materials at the beginning, so we put, my wife and I, Susan, this is her idea, we put this together. We have a passion for gardening. I know I'm kind of running a little long here. We have a passion for gardening. One of my passions in gardening, we both have a passion for heirloom varieties, tomatoes. So one of my passions is this variety of heirloom corn called Bloody Butcher. 1800s, 1900s, it was grown all over Appalachia, and as a botanist, it's a spectacular corn plant. It's over 10 feet tall, 12-inch cobs with these red kernels. If you see one, you're welcome to take one of these little bags in the back when you leave. We make cornmeal in polenta. Comes out a little pink, and I've been told it's prized by distillers as well. And once again, thank you for your attention, and I appreciate your time.